So from here I've got another mode to do, or that I'd like to do. And so what you do is you take, I'm going to pull these off because it makes it easier. Pull off all the arms. Oh, fun fact, you can actually remove these while the arms are intact. You can actually, if you saw that, put these in and out. See, it was in there. You can just pop it out while the arms are still in there, which is super cool because it's basically like a hot swap. Fun fact. Anyways, I guess we can leave the guy on. Pop. So what you do is you get it down to here, leave the legs on. We leave the legs on, and let's get this stuff out of the way real quick. Let's get all this stuff off to the side. So we have a little bit more room to think. From here, let's pop them off. Flip it over, put it back in. Since we can just add the guns anytime. So I'll just kind of leave it like that for now. So all we did was just pop this up and flip the guy over. So the next step is to take the legs and kind of fold them. Let's pop these out to the side, fold the legs to there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop the flaps out on the legs like that. The standard flap leg. We'll just flap both of them out so it makes it clear that that's what we're doing. See, the legs are out. Okay. And then what we do is we pop this down, get it all the way into like tank tread kind of mode, like that. But with the foot out like that. There we go. Like that. And we do that with both of them. So you got the little tank treads coming out. Like that, kind of. Like that. What you kind of want to do is kind of pop this forward a little bit if you have to. Try to get it so that inside here you see this little ledge here. I don't know if it's super visible, but there's like a little ledge in there. See how it kind of matches up to the shape of the right there. Matches up to the shape of the thing, of the thing on the leg. So you can kind of don't pull it too tight. You have to kind of leave it out a little bit, and then what'll happen is, and then it lines up here too. See how it's lined up there and there? So we can just kind of get that into that spot, and then help it stay stable, kind of in that space, in that location, like that. So far, kind of like those little walker things in Ralph Bakshi's Wizards, the little walker things. So basically by doing that you make it super stable. So then you let's pull these out a little bit. We can make it a little bit better. Okay, then you can just like kind of slide this, like it's going to be an intermediate point between the 2 points, and then you just kind of get it to fold underneath. There we go, like that. There we go. It's pretty good. I guess we can put it further forward. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I guess all the way forward is good. Like that. So then you get like a nice flat affectation, like that. Pretty good. And then you can go ahead and we're going to add we're going to take the gun arms that we used earlier, change them back into guns, not arms. It's not drugs, guys. Put them underneath so they're low slung. Fold this down. So basically we want to slide this down, fold this down to make it match into that space. Fold this down so it matches into that space, so it covers up the gap. Put in the guns. Throw that on there. So we've got these low slung guns, side folded like that. Like that. Pretty good. Okay, get those legs so they're nice and stable. Okay. There we go. And then we add these things on the sides. Like that. So you have like lots and lots of firepower. And if you want them all to be flat, you can also set them all flat by just tipping this up and then bringing it down like that. You can do that sort of thing. Or you can have them all this way right now. I mean, either way, whatever you like. If you want the guns facing different angles, it's kind of cool. I like it. It's like a little turret thing. And then for some extra flair, you can grab some of the little laser rifles out of the raid shelter. Throw those in. Pop those out. These ones. Yep. put them on here. You can put them underneath his hands like this, on the bottom parts of his hands. You can have a couple extra blasters, or you can turn them sideways. You can put them up like that. You have your options. You can put them up like this. You know, that. You can have the little guns up like that, or you can put them down like this, next to his waist. You know, you have options. And then what I like to do is I like to put the feet back like this, so they're like pressed up against the thing, because it looks more, it seems more streamlined to me. They're up back like that. You know, kind of up and pressed back like foot controls or something. I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I do with that. You know, and then you can ride the other guy on the back, because there's now a gap in here. See? So you can put another guy in the back right here. You can sit right here and just kind of like chill, or you can pop this thing up and make it into like, oh, this can be a targeting computer, or you can add another gun. If you add this thing on here like this, you take the arms, you add the little brick on the back via that method, and you can take the regular arms, pop them out, rotate them like that. Clip them shut, and mount them on the back here as additional guns. So you have like basically like a little war base mode. Now it doesn't use everything, obviously, so that's like, you know, I prefer to use everything. Another arm there, square peg, slide it in. Now you have two guns in the back. He's got a turret of his own, so then he doesn't have to worry about getting hit. Or it can be the control guy, targeting computer guy. This guy's the driver. So I really like this. It's like a little battle station base mode type thing. And then you can rotate these this way, and you end up with more guns, because you can never have enough. And you do like a this direction, it's more like, if he's riding backward, it's more like a snow speeder type of thing, and then this direction it's more like he's in what, a Y-wing. I don't know which ones have two seats. Do Y-wings have two seats? I think they do. TIE bomber? No. Y-wing. So he can sit this direction too, and he can be the gunner, or the driver, and the other guy's the gunner. Yeah, so if you're dealing with some bad guy Warruders and you need to take them out, this is the preferable way to take out a lot of bad guys all at once, I imagine. One might assume that this is the way to do it. Yeah, so, and then you got your little, like, this can be an ammo box or something. Put a little belt up to it. Let's see. Actually, what we can do is we can take this and attach it to the side here, into the side of the knee. See how on the side of the knee there's a 4mm peg. You can peg it in right there. There you go. Let's see if we can get it to click over to that height. Not quite. So let's we'll do it like this. There we go. Like this. There you go. There's your ammo can for destroying the taking out the Warruders. There you go. There's your ammo can. You can put one on both sides. I had a second ammo can on this side. You've got yourself two ammo cans. Do this like that. There we go. And then just peg it in. And he's got a bunch of ammo. You know? So there you go. Two ammo cans. Pop that down. There we go. Plug it in. We've got two ammo cans and a big giant turret gun spaceship thing. I mean, you can hook it in here too. There's also the peg here, peg hole here. There's a couple other peg holes in various places, I think. But yeah, that's the easiest one that's accessible right now. It looks like a belt feed into the guns. Fun stuff. And then obviously you can, you know, switch the guns around to whatever order you want. You can put these on the top, or switch these, because I mean it's all hot swappable right now. You rotate his hands down, and this you can just swap everything. Everything's hot swappable in this mode. So if you have the big powered, big arms that are guns, you can throw them on here. Yeah, you have lots of options. Fun stuff. I guess you can fold these up underneath like this if you don't want them to get hit. Like, oh, you don't want them to get like hit by the enemy. Just put them in the back like this. You can even put them like that, just to keep them secure. You know, something like that. Yeah, so that's fun stuff. I have one funny mode, goofy mode that I like to do. It's just for the purposes of using up using the cargo boxes in unique and interesting ways. So first I'm gonna just pop these off real quick. So interesting, fun story, fun fact. They're actually the 4mm pegs right here, hex pegs on the side of the little carrier ship. So you can actually hook these in like this and just like have like a wide variety. Like, okay, here's an example. You can make like a little like light flyer type of mode, light flyer mode type thing, where you add the wings on, and it's like a little flyer, it's a little tiny spaceship type thing, shuttle pod with little tiny wing things. And you can put 2 cargo boxes on here, carry them around this way, like no problem. So that got me to thinking. I was like, oh, you can carry these cargo boxes around. That's so cool. And I was like, wait, you can set it on those. I was like, you could use those as legs. And so then I started trying to come up with ways to use those as legs, like use the cargo boxes as legs. So here's one of the things I came up with. It's silly, but it kind of demonstrates. It's a really good way to demonstrate how versatile this new Diaclone series is. Because like I would have never thought in a million years that you could, like, there's just so many combinations, and like honestly, like I could spend like months coming up with new combinations. So then from here, we're just gonna pop this off the back here. Just pop the arm pieces off, and so this is basically how you get the so there's the hole there, right? And there's the clip that we've been using for so many things. And what you can do is you can just line it up good. You can pop them on there, and then you've made a robot. You've got yourself a like Johnny 5 style. If these are treads, Johnny 5 style robot. Actually, what you could do is you could grab some of those rubber Lego treads from the snow sets, the Arctic sets. You could wrap them around, then you could have treads. Then you have like a Johnny 5 style robot and the little pilot in here driving it. And that's a fun little light one to do. And you can get more complicated with it, obviously. Like it doesn't have to be this simple. You can actually take the frames out, the backpack frame, and use that as well. I really like this one though. It's like kind of like straightforward and simple, and it stays together well. Whereas some of the other ones you can build are not so stable, I guess is the term. Pop these legs off. Fold that, take the legs off, fold it up. Let's go ahead and get these off of here for a second, just so we can make sure we don't get confused here. Pop all this stuff off, because it's really easy to get confused with so much stuff. Anyways, so we've got kind of just take this like this and kind of see how the things slide in like we did earlier, or like we've done before. Pop it in like that. Makes it a little bit taller. Pop these arms out like this, or not arms. They're going to be arms. They're not arms yet. Like this, and then oops. So they're kind of forward a little bit. So like filling in that gap there, like that kind of thing. And then pop this up. We're gonna take these. See, we can either put arms or we can put guns here. Let's make it a little bit different. We'll do some blasters here. Have some blasters. Do them kind of midline, front to back, like that. Pop them in. Pop them in. And this is, again, a little bit more silly than the previous one we just did. Might need some counterbalance to keep it from rotating, because what's going to happen is that pivot point in the hips is going to become an issue at some point. Like that. You could also flip it around like this, and to stabilize it, you could See this little part that sticks out here on the back? You could angle it so that it's out a little bit, and then it's lined up so that it doesn't swing around so much. But I find that eventually it will start to tip over, even with those little tabs there sticking out. It won't hold it forever because it will become unstable at some point. So I just always flip them backward. I don't know if you noticed. I've been doing that for this whole design. I just kind of flip them out like that, which is kind of ugly, but I find it's the friction of this little thing holding it works really well. And you can also trim the legs to like kind of stabilize it that way by angling it so when it tries to tip forward, the back of the box pushes against it, prevents it from sliding. See. Anyways, with the little hook flipped up here in the back, what we can do is we can take this frame again, rotate it over, flip it, click. You got little guns on the top or arms. You could have arms or guns up there. Your choice. You can have guns or arms down here. Everything's swappable. And then the last little thing is this guy. So you make kind of like almost like a Warruder looking. Let's see if we can do it that way. Like that. There you go. You have like a Warruder look to the robot. So you got kind of a Warruder bad guy. You can have it be a bad guy, or you can. I typically do it the other direction actually. So, but yeah, you can do it that direction. It looks kind of like the Warrudos. Look it up. It's fun. It's got kind of a Warrudos bug eye look to it. So there you go. You can have yourself a bad guy type of thing going on. Fun stuff. Yeah. So this is another mode I came up with. It's kind of silly, but if you need something silly. You can also fly it like this, I guess, and have it's got the cargo boxes hanging down, flying around with these big ears on. Fold them up like that. There you go. More fun. Kind of looks like a hovercraft. Suppose you could, if you had 4 of these canisters, you could put. Oh, let's try it really quick. I don't have 4 matching ones out right now, but we'll try it anyways because it's fun to do this. You could also put these like this, and throw another canister right here, or a raid shelter right here, and another raid shelter. Pop these up a little bit higher, maybe. Let me see. That works okay. And then all I've got is a clear one right now with me, easily accessible. Pop this on here like that. So you have one clear one. Oh well. But with all solid boxes, I think it would look much cooler. There we go, like that. Pop it up. Lift these up. You have let's see here. How do I want to do that? Maybe like that. And you have those there. Let's see right there. That's good. Don't drop them. That's loud. Much louder than I would have expected. No. So then you just put it back into its plug, and then you got yourself like a. I don't know what this is, but it's something. It looks like almost like a tank or something, or like one of those Ninjago vehicles. Those weird Ninjago tanks that they always have. Yeah. So I think that's pretty cool. Flatten that down a little bit. There we go. Looks like a tank. Should probably go grab some of my other boxes and try this out with the with like normal looking boxes. All normal instead of having the one clear one, which makes no sense. Anyways, yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. Interesting way to combine it. And then one other thing, if we're talking about this guy, which we weren't, but we're going to, you can actually put him back together real quick. You can also, because he has these pegs on his legs, you can actually just take these things and put them on the sides, have them as like armor or pads or something. I'm trying to come up with some way to use those. I haven't done it quite yet. He also has them right here. I'm guessing there's something you can do with that, or maybe Takara will do something with that, like some expansion armor that like clicks over it. Like what was it? The Macros V1F Valkyrie. As a G1 Jetfire. I mean the colors match. He's got the white armor. All he needs is some white body. He just needs the red armor. But yeah, like something like that where you just plug the armor on top, kind of like those customs that they had at one of the conventions earlier this year sometime. But yeah, that'd be really cool. You just like click on the armor, make him more like armored or more, you know, whatever it is. Something like that. Then you can just use this becomes like the endoskeleton, then you have the exoskeleton type of thing. So yeah, that's what you can do with these. You can make them into like armor essentially. I'm sure there's some way to do more with that. I'm working on it. I'll come up with more stuff. Yeah, so just something I want to throw out there. And then you can carry the cargo boxes obviously on there, or anything that's got the pegs. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, you can put them below.